Hey guys, so I just cut my grass and did the lawn cutting video. So I thought I'd do a video on changing the oil on the chipper shredder and just show y'all on how to actually do one. So I do have my Liquivac. I'm not actually going to use the Liquivac just to change the oil on this. I thought I'd do it the old traditional way. So we're going to just drain it from this tube here. So the first thing that you want to do for doing any oil change on anything like either a small engine or even your car is to run the engine for a little bit, which that way the oil will come out a lot better. So we'll just start it up. This is actually a warm start because I had this thing running about maybe 8 to 10 minutes ago, so I'll just do a little quick startup on it. She just runs good. Not too bad for a Tecumseh. Alright, so she's been running for quite a while, so without further ado, let's start changing the oil. So this is how I'm going to drain the oil. I'm going to just use my Liquivac, still use it as our drain pan. Even though I do have a drain pan, we use the drain pan just for the cars, this thing for the small engines. So kind of got my little redneck, I guess you can call this a redneck drain pan. And let's just hope on how well it'll work out. Hopefully it'll work. So we need to loosen up this nut by using a 5/8 wrench or socket, and we'll do that. Alright, now if this whole shaft turns, then stop loosening this and then retighten it again, and then get some either Tantalocks or vice grips to hold the shaft and then try and loosen this. I actually had that problem. Alright, loosen it up enough just so that way we can be able to get it off by hand. Kind of move the fuel line so that way we won't get no oil onto the fuel line. Alright, I think we should be out. There we go. All the oil's coming out. So this could take a little while for it to all drain out. Just move this a little bit closer. Let me just... There we go. Got the fuel line up over to the recoil starter so that way I won't get no oil on it. So we'll just let that drain for a little bit. And also, just to let it drain a little quicker, you can loosen up the oil cap. That way, just to let it drain a little quicker, just to get some air in there. Oh, excuse me. So we'll just let that drain for a little bit, and then we'll put the nut back on and we'll put some new oil in it. One other thing that you can also do is tilt the machine forward just to make it drain a little bit quicker. Do it that way, just so that way you can assure that you can get all of the oil out. And I think we're just almost done draining. Alright, so now all the oil is completely out. I did tilt it some more just to see if any more would come out, and all it did was just a little bit of a drip, so that means it's pretty much all out of there. So we'll go ahead and put our plug back on and make sure these threads are all clean. So this will go just on any Tecumseh horizontal shaft engine, like either on a chipper shredder, a tiller, or even snow blowers too. All right, so we'll get our 5/8 socket. Just tighten it up. Want to get it fairly tight. Do not over tighten it because you could easily strip the threads. Just tighten enough. And the whole shaft apparently just moved on me, which that's okay. Which I'm not going to really, every time whenever I change the oil in this thing, I'm not going to take this off. I'll just mainly just use the liquid-vac. I'm just doing it like this just for the sake of the video. Alright, so now we'll go put some oil in it. Alright, so the oil I'm going to use in this is a Ace Hardware brand lawnmower engine oil, SAE 30 weight. This is a 48 ounce container. I don't really know for sure what the capacity that this engine holds. I know that it's way less than that. Probably maybe close to maybe a quart. I know this holds a lot more than what on your typical lawnmowers, where it holds about 20 ounces. Alright, I usually like to stick a funnel on this one whenever I put oil in this particular machine. Now if you're going to use the same funnel that you've used just to drain the oil out, make sure that you clean it all up real good. Alright, I always like to stick a funnel in just to make it a lot easier to put oil in. So I'm going to have to hold on to that funnel at the same time while trying to put oil in it. So hang on a second. Alright, so now let's put some oil in it. I always like to put it in very slow increments, just so that way to ensure that you do not overfill the engine. So I'm just going to keep on filling it in, and then I'll check the dipstick, and then I'll get back to y'all when it's full. Alright, so it's kind of hard to see, so you kind of want the oil level to be like on this, between the OK mark, and in this case it's just slightly a bit above the full mark, which that's okay. That's what pretty much want, kind of between in there, or at least at the full line. So in this case it's actually good. So that means that we have completed an oil change. So this is how you would change an oil in any Tecumseh horizontal shaft engine. So hope y'all enjoyed the video. So thanks for watching.